Chapter 1, Words, Munching, and You. Say, do you like to read? Can you dodge obstacles to success? Well then, join the fun and dive right in to Word Munchers Deluxe! Aladdin rubbed the lamp and out sprung a great genie, terrible to behold.
Whoa.
Since you have released me, I shall grant you 3 wishes, he boomed. Aladdin thought carefully and told the genie his wishes. You have chosen wisely, Aladdin, replied the genie. As you command. First, great wealth. Secondly, great power. And finally, Numina ultramicroscopic silica volcana coniosis, the longest word in the English language. Jack was tired and disappointed that his magic beans weren't magic after all, so he tossed them out the window and climbed into bed. But during the night, a huge stalk grew up from where the beans fell. When Jack awoke in the morning, he was wonderfully surprised and decided to climb the beanstalk, for legend told that it led to a giant's castle, where he would find a goose that laid golden eggs. At the top, he discovered the huge giant sleeping on a bed of clouds. He crept quietly past and into the giant's castle and finally came upon the magical goose. Lifting it carefully, he saw a wondrous golden egg as big as himself. Uh-oh, well, I guess Jack found a goose that laid rotten eggs. Hansel and Gretel were walking deep in the forest one day when they came upon a wonderful house made out of gingerbread. No one was around, so they decided to move in. Then the cookie girl returned to find Hansel and Gretel had taken over her home, and she was quite displeased. She cried out, "Who dares to enter my cookie house?" And Hansel and Gretel called back, "This isn't your house, this is our house, see?" And they pointed to the sign on the door. "Oh yeah?" exclaimed the cookie girl. "We'll see about that." Sighed the cookie girl. "Home, sweet home." "Shiver me timbers, here be the spot," cried Dog John Silver as he led his band of ruthless pirates into the clearing. "Captain Flint's buried treasure shall be ours." All the band fell to at digging. Young Jim Hawkins watched as they cleared the earth. Dog John Silver paced anxiously, already lost in dreams of how he would spend his wealth. "I've struck something! Bring it up, lads! Bring it up!" said Silver excitedly. They heaved up a weighty chest stamped with the name of Captain Flint's ship. "Let's crack it open and see what's ours," said Silver, drawing his pistol. The shot rang out, shattering the rusted lock, and Jim pried back the lid. "Let's see the riches!" exclaimed the pirates. "What? We've been robbed! There's nothing here but woods! You've cheated us, Silver!" With the pirates gone, Jim decided to examine the value of the treasure himself.
They might have thought it was worthless,
He thought to himself.
but I think it's quite tasty.
"I am Oz, the great and terrible. Why do you seek me?" "I've come for my brains," remarked the Scarecrow a little uneasily. "Hereafter, you will be a great man, for I have given you a lot of brand new brains." "Say something smart," said the Lion. "Force is equal to the universal gravitational constant times the mass of the first object times the mass of the second object over the square of the distance between the centers of the 2 objects. "What does that mean?" asked Dorothy.
It means I landed on my nose.
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall, and the muncher he tried, he did the best he could. But when he was done, Eggy didn't look good.
Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to fetch her poor dog a bone. But when she got there, the cupboard was bare! And boy, could that old lady run.
Once there was a pig named Wilbur who lived on a farm and was happy as any pig could be. Then one day someone mentioned to him that he was likely to wind up becoming someone's breakfast if he didn't do something about it, and soon. Charlotte, a spider who was Wilbur's good friend, devised a plan to save his bacon and spun the words "some muncher" into her web. When everyone saw the words, they all figured it for a miracle, and Wilbur was saved. But later he started to worry. So Charlotte spun a new web, and this one spelled terrific. Everyone read it and loved it. Wilbur even began to feel terrific. Later she wrote in radiant, and Wilbur even began to feel radiant. Finally, Charlotte had to write one last word in her web to make sure that Wilbur would be safe forevermore. Templeton the rat brought her one that seemed to describe Wilbur exactly. Unfortunately, when he saw that word, he started to feel that way too. But eventually, the emergency squad got him free, and he got to be on television.
Our story begins with Prince Muncher coming to the rescue of Princess Rapunzel. Ahem, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair, cried Prince Muncher. Well, okay. Incoming!
Oh,